Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss the story of Beowulf, which is the earliest and the greatest epic poem belonging to the Anglo-Saxon period or the Old English period. This work is considered as our first poetry. Now let's start the poem. The poem begins with a prologue, which is not a part of the story of Beowulf, but it kind of gives an introduction about Scyld, the king of Spear Danes, just for the sake of showing the poem's splendid poetical style. When Spear Danes were without a king, a ship came sailing by itself to the harbour. The ship contained weapons of war and treasures. Among those items, there was a child who grew up and became a great warrior and ruled Spear Danes. He was Scyld. When Scyld became old, his position was given to his son. The descendants of Scyld were called as Scyldings, who were the tribes present in the story. Now begins the story of Beowulf. One of the descendants of Scyld was Hrothgar, who was the king now. Hrothgar has built a magnificent hall called Heorot, where the king and his companions have feast at night. One night, there came a huge monster called Grendel, who broke the hall and killed 30 of the warriors who were sleeping and took their bodies to a place where he lived, which was under the sea. This horrifying attack of the monster continues for a long time, and the news spreads across many places. The hero of our story, Beowulf, also gets the news. Beowulf is a strong and a courageous hero who is now ready to save Spear Danes from the monster, as the Spear Danes were his father's friends. He takes 14 companions along with him. On the night he arrived, Beowulf decides to stay in the hall despite being warned by the people about Grendel. Since weapons are not enough to defend against the monster, Beowulf sleeps in the hall trusting his own strength. As expected, Grendel arrives to the hall and crushes the first warrior whom he sees. When the monster came near Beowulf, Beowulf holds Grendel's arm with his bare hands. Grendel is unable to free his arm from Beowulf's hold, which is like the grip of steel. Even after great struggle, Grendel is unable to free his arm. Beowulf, with all his strength, breaks one of Grendel's arm. Grendel escapes from the place and plunges into the sea. Beowulf takes Grendel's arm and displays it near the king's throne, and everyone rejoices in his victory. That night, everyone sleeps in Heorot after the celebration. At midnight, another monster comes to the hall, which is a half-human creature. It is none other than Grendel's mother, who has come to avenge her offspring. The monster enters and seizes the king's advisor and leaves the place along with him. Hrothgar gives a detailed description to Beowulf about the place where the monsters stay. Beowulf decides to go there alone into the sea while his companions wait on the shore. Now when Grendel's mother sees Beowulf, she drags Beowulf into a cave. Beowulf had carried a sword with him, but the sword could not harm the monster. So he grips the monster with his arm, but the monster crushes him down and tries to attack him. Suddenly, his eyes spot a magic sword. He seizes the weapon and attacks the monster and wins the fight. The cave is filled with treasures, but Beowulf doesn't pay heed to them at all. After killing the monster, he sees Grendel, who lies dead due to the injuries that he had had the previous night. Beowulf swings the sword and cuts Grendel's head. The sea is now filled with blood. However, the people in the shore think that Beowulf has lost the battle and that it is his blood that has filled the sea, and they return to their homes. But his faithful companions waited for Beowulf to return and praises him when he returns carrying Grendel's head. In the last part of the poem, we see that Beowulf becomes an old man who has reigned for 50 years. He has fought many battles and defeated many enemies except for one, which is a fire dragon which is guarding the treasures present near the mountains. One day, a man finds the treasures present in the cave and takes a jeweled cup along with him. The dragon which has identified this enters the nearest village and kills many people so that it creates a terror in the minds of the people. Beowulf decides to defeat the dragon, but while going there, it flashes in his mind that something negative is going to happen. During the fight with the dragon, he is supported by one of his companions named Wiglaf. Beowulf kills the dragon, but the fire of the dragon has entered Beowulf's lungs. He sends Wiglaf into the cave, who sees a lot of treasures. But Wiglaf doesn't care about the treasures as he is worried about his dying chief Beowulf. Now Wiglaf takes few gold ornaments and plays it at Beowulf's feet, who is happy that by death he has gained a lot of treasures for his people. Wiglaf sends message to the people about Beowulf, but before they could arrive, Beowulf dies. This is the story of the unselfish heroism of Beowulf. That's all for today. Subscribe to this channel for more videos.